Now, for people who are listening, you just gave, one tip of how, people could basically change their environment. Who are they hanging out with? Who are they spending time with? So if somebody, let's say, doesn't live in one of these blue zone cities, what changes can they make in their own life to change their environment to be conducive to healthy living?
So the kitchen, the way you set up your kitchen, there are probably 20, we've identified about 20 different things you can do to set it up so you'll unconsciously consume fewer calories and healthier calories. The first thing is a fruit bowl. Putting a high quality fruit bowl on your table as a nudge to keep it full. Taking your toaster off of the counter. We know people who have a toaster on their counter tend to weigh about 6 pounds more than their neighbor who takes the toaster off their counter, because a toaster is a prompt to put something in it, and most of what we put in toasters is not healthy. Similarly, having a junk food drawer out of the way. You have to stoop down, go around the corner in the pantry, or reach up high. All these things unconsciously work. By the way, another thing is to get rid of this thing here, the TV. Mine doesn't work, but it was here when I got here. But we know that people who watch TV to their meals tend to keep eating until their program's over. Those are ways we engineer in too many calories into our lives. Getting rid of the TV helps engineer them out.
Whoa, wait, go back. You said that people who have toasters in their kitchens tend to be, I think you said 6 pounds heavier than people who don't?
After 2 years. So this was a experiment run by Cornell Food Lab. So they get a control group who don't remove their toaster, and then they have a regular group that then a study group who does remove their toaster, and the people who don't have a toaster, over 2 years, there's a 6 pound differential between the two.
That's fascinating. I never even thought about the toaster as being like an avenue to, I guess I should say lower density foods.
It's a nudge, yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's fascinating. Is there any research that you're aware of about the presence of alcohol in the kitchen? Because I go to a lot of friends and families' houses, and like as soon as you walk into the kitchen, there's like alcohol on the countertops and right next to the countertop, and it's like, I wonder if it's speaking to you, right? Yeah.
For those who are listening, Dan is pointing to some alcohol behind
to my
him.
wine rack. Cyrus, we are all on what I call a seafood diet. We eat the food we see.
Right.
Some people have heroic discipline that they can keep online 24/7 for years at a time. Most people can't. So if you have a weakness for alcohol, and alcohol is in your field of vision, you're way more likely to drink it than if it's not around. By the way, Blue Zones Blue Zones, as I mentioned, they mostly eat a whole food plant-based diet. They eat a little sugar once in a while, usually, desserts, celebratory. They eat a little bit of meat once in a while. But for the most part, it's not around. And when we ask people to adopt the Blue Zone diet, we don't ask them to be, expect them to have Herculean discipline and deprive themselves of their treat for the rest of their lives. If you like ice cream, we don't endorse ice cream, but if you like ice cream, just don't bring it home. If you like salty snacks, or you like eating sausage or whatever it is, we don't endorse it, but just don't bring it in your home. And we know by not bringing it in your home, you eliminate about 60 or 70% of the unconscious temptation to consume those foods.